Yo, Juice, what's up? How you feeling? We just gonna do some readings today. Hey, Juice, you trying to get a reading? Let me know. Did we do Juice already? Hey, Juice, you ever had a reading before? Let me know.
Give you all the juice.
Let me know if you can hear us clear too. We're gonna do some readings today.
Peace, Juice. What's up? How's it going?
He said, "Love came money."
Yes,
I
like
that
it.
sounds great. That's a fact, Juice. Everybody's good. Yeah, we just want to jump on, do some readings, and give some donations and sharing for the GoFundMe. Still doing the fundraiser. Still doing the fundraiser right now. I know y'all hear the kids in the background, but let me know if y'all can hear me clear. I said, Juice, did you want to do a reading? You want to do a reading? Let me know if you want to do a reading. We just want City John, how you feeling?
Peace, John.
Shout out City John. Yo, City John is really helping us a lot, and we really appreciate you helping us.
Can you hear over the baby?
You say you missed that sound? Oh, you talking about the baby? I don't miss that sound. Okay, we sound good. Yeah, I don't. That sound, we be needing a break from that sound. Because they just be hungry.
We trying to talk and she moaning.
She moaning and eating. She's eating. What you mean? You said I will deaf, but after I really, we could do a free read. I want to do a free reading. We could do a free reading on you real quick, just to show you how you think and show you where your emotions are. I can show you where your emotions are. How about that? Oh, you're modding.
I'm not sure.
Are you modding? Are you modding, Juice? Let me know. Oh, okay. I hear you. I see what you're saying about the baby. She's eating right now, so she's just like really feeling every type of feeling of eating, every sensation. He said, "Let's go then." So I need you to whisper your birth date, the birth time, the birth time, birth date, birth time, and birthplace. You can whisper that to me, and we'll look it up. Oh, you doing some work from home? Okay. Working from home. How is that working from home, Juice? Juice said he's working from home.
Oh.
How do you manage with that? So if you're just coming in the page, we're gonna be doing some readings. We still try to do some readings. We haven't did readings in a very long time.
Yeah.
And if you we're still taking donations. Still look for housing right now. So if you can still send some donations. Here's the Cash App right here where my finger is, right here. Boom. You can send it to that. Send it to that. The donations to that Cash App. Anything helps. Anything helps. Share the link, please, in the bio for the GoFundMe. And we're gonna be doing some readings today.
And please also share this stream right now.
Yeah,
Invite your friends and stuff in here.
Put us on the Facebook. I don't even know. Is anybody still on Facebook?
I am.
I really don't like Facebook like that.
I mean, I don't either, but it's doing some things right now. So
yeah, I guess. For me, I it's just like I'm going back in time when I'm on Facebook. Why are you squinching? I'll just show you these pictures. I mean, we ain't playing music, so I ain't even hit him up. Bro. You just point that name up. Facebook is the devil. That's what Juice says.
If Facebook's the devil, what's Instagram?
Yeah, City John. It's not my cup of tea neither. Instagram is falling off. I guess Twitch is where it's at.
All this shit is whack.
Yeah, for real, because we really want to disappear and not be on none of this shit.
The only reason why I post on Facebook as much is because they pay for ads now on Reels. So I've been accumulating, but you gotta have 5,000 followers in order to get paid. That's the catch, and that takes time.
Got it. Yeah, covered. The devil's cousin, IG. Yeah, you got that right. It's like those social medias is like really it's a distraction now. It's all a distraction on learning yourself. If you're learning yourself and really studying yourself, that's the real goal for real. Learning how your mind go. But Juice, let me know if you want to do that. Did you send me the whisper? Let me know. Birth. I need your Juice. I need your birth date, birth time, and birthplace, so we could do a reading. And you can let me know. I'm gonna let you know how. I'm gonna let you know how you think through your Mercury. And if you can send a donation, a small donation, or just send a donation to the Cash App right here on the screen. Work from home is not steady. I'm working on getting back to 9 to 5. Okay. I hear you, Juice. Okay, so. Okay, let's do. Oh, you're in Florida. Okay. Fort Lauderdale. You Haitian? Let me know.
Sac passe.
You gonna look it up, or you want me to do it? How you do it now?
Is that Scorpios?
I think that is.
Yeah.
Juice, I didn't know you was a Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio keeps a lot of secrets.
Oh wait, I think you said this before. You Scorpio.
I didn't know. I can't remember. Oh, he Dominican. Okay. Dominican. Yo, why you in the United States? Why you want to be in the tropics? You want to be in the tropics? Tropics is where it's at. I'm about to put her in the joint.
Yeah, I was just trying to get the bird. What's that time on there?
9:32. Shout out Juice. He knows his birth time. That is very important to know your birth time. Trying to get attention. Whoa. That was a big birth.
It's a lot of forts. Florida.
Forts? Oh, Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, I put it in there. Interesting.
Libra and Mercury in the 11th house.
Libra and the Mercury in the 11th house. Oh, wow. That's my Saturn. Hey, Juice, you ready? Let me know.
Pisces moon.
Pisces moon. Shout out Juice. Come on, baby. Let me see.
I'm gonna zoom in so you can.
Oh no, I just want the Mercury. I'm gonna just do the Mercury. I'm gonna just do your Mercury, Juice. And that's how you think. This is how you think, Juice. Degrees is that 20? Oh, you're in there. Libra. You think like a Libra. So I can give you some stuff off the top of my mind. So you think about people. You kind of think about people more than yourself. You love to keep everything balanced in your mind. You want everything to be balanced. Like you don't want nothing to be off. You love relationships. So hold up. Let me see where that Mercury is. Mercury in Libra.
Exclamation point Libra.
Yeah, exclamation point Libra.
I have a Libra moon and Libra rising, so he loves the Libra energy.
I do. Mercury. All right, I'm gonna read this. Juice. I'll put it in there. I'm gonna read this real quick. Hold on.
She snatched that right. Get that other one.
All right, Juice. You ready? Let me know. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read how you think. Read two parts of your mind. So your Mercury is in Libra. So you think like a Libra. Mercury and Libra turns their thought and attention towards getting and keeping things in balance, like I said. Let me know if you can hear me clear. The intention behind their communication becomes about keeping harmony and finding balance and peace. Very pleasant to be around and pleasant to speak to. Very pleasant way of speaking. Always presenting themselves well because they care about the people around them. They are all about relationships, partnerships, and people around them. See two sides of everything. They see two sides of everything. They want to keep everything balanced. They like to see, like, you understand how people. You want to keep that balance so like always. So you see both sides of the story. Like you'll see your side of you'll see your perspective, and you'll see some of everybody else's perspective, and that keeps you balanced. You want to keep your mind balanced. They like to ask someone's opinion before they make decisions, but they always tend to make the right ones. Like you don't really have to ask people for opinions and none of that, because you always gonna make the right one anyway. Because once again, you like to keep that balance. You think about keeping the balance. They see two sides to every situation. And the lesson I would say for Mercury and Libra is try not to care too much about what people think about you, because it can affect your decisions. Don't care so much to the point where you're putting yourself second. Always put yourself first, because that's what that Libra energy likes to put people first instead of themselves. So it's two sides of your mind. I'm gonna read the other one because you have a Mercury in 11th house. And that's Mercury in the Aquarius. You're not just your sun sign. Let me know if you're still there, Juice. You say he's wrong about the time. What time do you have? Put it in real quick. Probably around the same time. Let me know if that resonated with you, though.
It might only change it a bit.
It's probably gonna change just a little bit. But let me know if that sounds familiar. He said it did. So yeah, that time probably was the same. Probably was the same. Probably a little same. They took it out. So if you just come in the room, if you want to read, and let me know. We doing readings today. And shout out to everybody that was a part of the raid. Shout out Prodigy yesterday. He did 90 minutes. And shout out Big Al last night. He did 90 minutes. And we got some donations. We got people sharing the link. And that was good, man. We appreciate that. Shout out City John working hard.
Yes.
She's really helping us out with this. And we need a lot of help right now. Is that 2 lines? Oh yeah, it's 2 lines. My eyes are deceiving. It's like every time she funny. Every John. So did you? Oh, he sent the new time. Oh, he sent it. Very True speaks on Libras. But that D Benny. Let me know if I said your name right. D Benny. What's going on? How you feeling? He put 8. Oh, it's still close. It's still close. That's still AM, right? Juice. Let me know if that's AM or PM. It's still pretty close though. And you said it was like on point. So I'm gonna read one more part of your mind. I'm gonna read it.
What is that?
Huh?
That's AM?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me know, Juice. Juice, did you hear me? Is it AM or PM?
AM to PM.
Oh, he put AM. Okay. Yeah, it's about the same.
Bunch of changing degrees. Yeah, it's still the same.
Yeah, it's on
It
the
didn't
same
change at
degree.
all,
It's the
actually.
same. It's still the same. So you good. I'm gonna read the second part. Your houses. Stop. Man, he gonna he ain't gonna say nothing.
Why you put them over
Next to me.
there?
Hey, you wanna come over here?
Yeah.
You look like an afro. Hold on, Juice.
So we're just doing readings for Juice right now on how he thinks. D. Benny, if we're saying that right. If you're interested in a reading, you can get one as well.
Hi.
Exclamation point Libra if you want to know about that Libra energy.
Say hi.
Oh.
Say hi.
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 Little cute baby voice.
Hi.
Yeah, he's funny.
So Juice, I'm gonna read one more part of your mind, cause it's not just you're not just your sun sign. If you're just coming in and you're trying to get a reading, let us know. Need you still donate to the channel? Please donate. Hit the Cash App. The Cash App is right here where my finger is. Right here. If you can donate, or you can hit the GoFundMe. D Benny is got you, D Benny. So Juice, I'm gonna read the where your house is. Your Mercury is in the 11th house, so I'm gonna read that part of your mind. So you have a Mercury in Aquarius. Everything about Mercury in Aquarius is about the facts. Logic is a big thing for an Aquarius. They use it all the time and are very practical, very logical. You think logically. You don't think too much emotionally. You think logically. Very detached from emotions. Thinking follows its own unique rhythm. Your thinking follows its own unique rhythm. You are what you doing, man? You are progressive when solving problems and tend to detach and overly cerebral in confrontations with others. Like, if somebody trying to challenge your mind, you're gonna be like, "Yo, where the facts at? Don't try to challenge me. Where the facts? I want straight facts. Don't try to challenge my mind. Where's the facts?" You are progressive when it's solving problems and tend to detach and overly. I think I read that part. Mercury in Aquarius makes eccentric, trendy decisions and has an unusual speaking voice. You are friendly, but sometimes awkward in conversations. Love science and math. Love to research for the cold-hearted facts. Need facts. Like I said last time, you want the facts. When asking a Mercury and Aquarius for advice, they take all emotions out of the equation to give you facts. Never argue with a Mercury and Aquarius energy unless you can back it up with whatever you research concerning facts. He says sometimes. They're going to ask you to prove it. Mercury and Aquarius, they want to ask you to prove it. Like, don't tell me something and you can't prove it. Tend to be very opinionated, have a talent to connect with a large group of people, only care about things you can prove. Aquarius energy is quiet around a crowd of people just so they can study people's ways and actions. The lesson I would have for Mercury Aquarius is use your talents to speak to the masses and try not to be high and mighty when you do, because you can come with, like what I said, is the facts. You like the facts. So let me know if you think like that as well, because it's two sides to your mind. It's the zodiac side and it's the house side, the home side. But I can explain that later.
Yeah, because the Mercury is in Libra, but it's in a house, so you get the energy of both. So what I liked about that was Libra what cares about everybody else, but then Aquarius has the energy of like thinking about themselves. So you can balance that with those two
Right.
energies. Like Aquarius can be detached and Libra wants to be attached. So it's like
Yeah.
that's a good balance right there
Yeah.
when it comes to thinking.
You probably use your Libra energy more than the Aquarius energy with your mind. So let me know how that sounds. Let me know, Juice.
And since he's a Scorpio,
Scorpio.
he probably uses his mind more towards the Libra energy with people he cares about.
Yeah, because he want that balance.
And then when it's someone he may not know, he knows how to detach with that.
Yeah, he want that balance. He don't like want to mess that up. So we doing reads. If you just coming in the channel, we doing reads right now. Still taking donations. We looking for housing right now. If you want to donate, you can hit the Cash App right here. The Cash App is right here, K Monet W. Or you can share the GoFundMe link as well. Got you, Juice. And let me know if y'all want full readings too. We do readings by the hour. If y'all want to do readings, we can tell you how you think. We can tell you about your love life. We can tell you about your career path. If you were trying to pursue the career, we can tell you about that. And we can tell you about your relationships. And we can tell you about your ego. And then we do 50 an hour. Just whisper me. You can whisper me or inbox. So let me know if y'all in here. Y'all in here. Let me know if you want to read, and we're gonna do. I'm just gonna tell you about your mind, because studying astrology is very deep, super deep. Like you go inside of your mind. It's the blueprint of your mind. So you go super duper deep. So if you want a reading, just hit me on the inbox. And once again, we are taking donations. The Cash App is right here. So let me know if who else wants to read, and let me know. And who's coming on tomorrow? Anybody coming on tomorrow for the raid?
I have to confirm the time, but Retro is supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Retro Recap. Shout out Retro. Shout out City John, working hard. She's probably working right now.
Yeah, she just said she about to do something, so she'll be in and out.
She'll be working.
It's great being able to be online and do a whole bunch of stuff at once and not have to run around outside.
Right. So if y'all want to read, and let me know. I could tell you about your mind. I'm just going to tell you about your mind. If you want to know about your relationships, like if you want to know how you are in a relationship or what you want out of a relationship, let me know. You got to hit me on the inbox, because when doing a reading it can take some time. So, damn, see, we was on here 27 minutes already.
Yeah, it's a lot of in-depth information when you get a reading. It is.
It's a lot.
It's educational. We're not saying it's gonna go this way or that way. All we know is what we know.
It's about learning yourself, for real,
Yeah.
for real. It's really about learning yourself. It's going to come to this, and everybody's going to be late right now, because everybody's distracted. So it's like, it's going to come to the point when everybody is going to have to learn themselves. We are way ahead. Like, we are in the future. It's going to change a lot, and a lot of people are going to need help. Juice, I see you. So if you in the chat, like if you in, well, if you in it, if you lurking, if you want a reading, let me know. I could just I'm doing free readings right now, for real, for real. We're trying to take donations, but I'm really doing just free reading on how you think. Period. I'm not gonna go into a whole reading. That's a lot, and it can really take it there.
Yeah, whole readings take a long time. A lot of money.
A lot of money. I always appreciate how getting a reading from you, support at me, and you like go during a pivotal time. No, we appreciate you, City John. You listen, so that's a good thing. It's all about learning yourself. What got you both into me? I want to see. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that, City John. When I start getting into astrology, I was just like, I want to say the whole cliche thing of waking up because and I think a lot of people is not woke right now, but even the conscious people can say they're woke. But me, I was just like really sick of doing the same thing. I was going through a divorce, um, and I came to a point where I was alone. And when you become to a point when you're alone, you want to learn yourself. And when I was learning myself, I came to the point of astrology and a lot of other sciences. And when I was learning myself, I was reading myself so good to where when I went outside, because I stayed alone, and I was just kept studying myself. So when I came around a person, I can read them like nothing. I can just read them, and I knew how their energy was. But I was really downplaying myself because I really felt like, am I really right? Are they really thinking that way? And they really was. Like when you ask for something, it comes to you. When you ask, like I asked to read people's minds, and it came to me. I can really read somebody's mind. Like if I'm around a person, I know what they're thinking. I can just feel them and know what they're thinking. Why you rubbing my back? You want to say hi again? Oh, say hi. So, City John, let me know if that answered your question. I got so much. I got whole story on on learning astrology. I'm still learning it as we speak. Like I'm still learning. You gotta keep learning. You gotta keep learning astrology because astrology it goes super deep. So
Yeah, and for me, I started. Well, I used to read in the newspaper that was a long time ago.
Everybody was reading the newspaper.
You know, my sun sign, and because my mom, she used to read that all the time. But in 2014, 15, that's when I started. And what really got me was I was reading about numerology, and I was reading about my life path number 9. And when I read that, I was like, wow, that's so on point. So then I started looking more into the astrology, but I didn't really get super deep because it's a lot to take in. So I just, read my chart, and I needed a life change. I was looking for answers too. I was like, what is this? Why am I here? Like, it has to be more than just going to work and coming home. Like, this is whack. What else is this? So that's how I got started in 2015.
2000, you said 15?
Mm-hmm.
15, wow.
Well, I'm going to say, yeah, it was 15 is when I actually read through my chart, my first pregnancy. Pregnancy just, for some people, it changes your whole mindset, and that's what happened to me. I'm like, not only do I have to care for myself, I have to care for another human, so I really need to figure out what's what. And then I didn't really get super deep into it. I was just kind of dabbling, and then once I met Malk, he took me on a journey to go deeper into it. And then there's a lot of things too that we've been learning along the way together. So it's been like really great to have someone that already knew a lot about astrology and was able to help me go deeper into it. So, and never look back.
City Jones says, thank you both for sharing this. Thank you for listening. Yo, we got so much to share about our journey because like it's so much to learn about yourself. And it was just like, yeah, exactly what K Monet was saying is like we wanted to know more. We wanted just to keep going deep on knowing ourselves and knowing how deep our mind goes. Like, everybody don't know what the universe is. Like it goes so super deep.
Yes, it's not just astrology, but astrology for me personally has been the most clear and precise than anything else.
Right.
So that's why I stick with it. And we learn other things as well. But I remember laying in the grass and looking at the sky like what is this? Where are we? What's going on? And nobody could answer any questions.
It's inside your body. Looking inside your body. Grounding, and you probably was getting the answers right there.
Yeah. And a lot of things got clarity. I got clarity from when I did actually go deeper. Because I thought I was crazy too. I can feel people's emotions. There's been plenty of times when I would be able to like know what to say to them, but I didn't know where it was coming from. And I'm like, I'm crazy. Like, and people would ask me, how you know that? I'm like, I don't know. But astrology showed me my Mercury and some of the planets, the way they met up when I was birthed. That's why I'm able to do those things.
Yeah, City John, I see. Yeah, like a lot of people don't know we inside our own body, and that sounds crazy to people. It's so deep. It goes. We went so deep into thought. Like we understand what this is. We're streaming our astrological birth chart through our eyeballs. That's what this is. But if you're just coming in the channel, if you're just coming in the channel, let us know. Come in the chat if you want a quick reading. And please, if you can, send some donations if you can to the Cash App right here. Where my little guy is. Send the Cash App. Send to the Cash App.
Bye.
Bye.
He funny. He gonna say hi a million times. He gonna keep saying hi.
You saying no?
No.
But yeah. Sharing the journey and sharing what we've learned and still learning along the way because that never stops.
It never
it's infinite.
stops.
Every time we think we know something, we definitely find other things where it's like, wait a minute now. It just keeps going and going and going.
City John gonna keep saying hi. Yo, it's definitely a never-ending story on your mind. City John, we did your chart, right? Can you remember your Mercury? City John, you remember your Mercury?
Yeah, that's why she left that job. That reading. Clarify everything.
That's a good thing. That's a big blessing to help somebody that wants help. I know Juice go through that trying to help somebody that don't want help. Let me know, Juice, because you got that Libra energy, that Mercury in Libra. Thinking about helping somebody, but you don't know if they Mercury in Aries. Okay, City John.
I was gonna say that. Like, I remember some of your placements. Of course, Mars and Scorpio.
Mars and Scorpio.
12th house.
Ooh, 12th house. Ooh. Ooh. I know that can be rough. But let us know if you're just coming in the chat. We're doing some readings right now. Say, damn, I don't know which part I said.
What he said was that when you with your Mercury, how you can be thinking about other people. I want to help, but I don't. That's Libra and Aquarius right there.
Yeah. Then it's
helping the right people is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Yeah, you gotta like pick and choose, Juice, like who you want to help, because it's like we can't help everybody because everybody don't really want to listen. If you got some wise knowledge on knowing something, and you trying to tell somebody and they don't want to listen, it's like, all right, I'm not going to waste my energy. Cities on facts, boundaries. Definitely got to have boundaries. Yes, Juice. That's one thing you definitely have to have is boundaries.
And I knew this when I was younger. People that are more up in age, they're so used to doing things a certain way, they don't want to change.
Hi.
It's like being stuck in your ways, you know. Finding people that want to change and they want to know. It's few and far that really want to do that.
Hi.
Your style, he gonna keep going.
You try feeling you, reading your mind. You just
and this guy is super sensitive. He can read people really hard. Super sensitive.
all just super sensitive up in here.
Yeah, we can. Cindy John said she a magnet. Well, let me know if you got something you want to tell me about something. I don't really want to. City John, that was a good question. So I was like, I'm trying to go back.
Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, y'all got any questions y'all want to ask?
We keeping the dialogue open. Yes, we did get on to do some readings, but we can answer questions at any time.
Wavy Y is in the building. What's Wavy? What's going
Wavy.
on? How you feeling? What is the vibe?
I think Wavy is on, or gonna be on the raid as well. Am I correct about that? I know he's on the list. Can you talk a little about the Venus retrograde you're in?
Was you reading that?
Yeah, I actually read it the other day. So Venus retrograde has a lot of things that it brings forth, and one of it is things from the past. So relationships, maybe things that need to be revisited. And not all relationships need to be revisited. Sometimes, if there was some type of separation, it's about confronting that within yourself rather than the other person. And that's what the retrograde really does. Like, it tests you. Like, all right, this person's coming back around and they're acting like, they're cool or whatever, but it's up to you to use your discernment in regards to that. And it's also about starting new relationships right now may not be the best because of the retrograde. It can cause a little confusion on whether or not it's going to be something that's long term. Now, this doesn't apply to everyone. Like, it really does depend on what type of aspects and transits you're having. But that is a theme that comes up as well. It's a great time to redecorate your home, to think about things that make you feel good. Always self-care. It's a good time for that. Pouring into yourself, like, it's a good time for that right now when it comes to the retrograde.
Wavy said, "What up, y'all? I love to support any way I can."
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, Wavy. We got the Cash App right here, and you can go to the GoFundMe link in my bio. But we would rather go to the Cash App right now. That would work out if you can. You can send a donation to the Cash App. We are looking for housing right now. We're going to be getting our RV soon. It's coming. And we are going through a lot to get this shit. When you ask for something, you got to have so much patience. So much patience to get what you really want. Like she just screamed,
Yeah. Another thing with the retrograde, I'm just reading this off of Astro Matrix. It's a good time to explore your self-expression through creativity. Because creativity is not just about, Venus is not just about love and relationships. It's about beauty. It's about creativity. Reflecting on past relationships. What did they teach you? Did you learn something about those relationships that you can move forward with and understanding, like, all right, this was painful, or this had to go and I didn't want it to, but what did I learn and what did I take away and how can I apply that? The goals are avoiding impulsive actions and decisions. So it's in Leo right now. Leo is that fire sign. It's that lion. It loves the attention. It can be impulsive, of course, because it wants to go. So you got to avoid being impulsive. Take the time to think about what you're doing, because in the moment you may feel like you want to do one thing, but then it could switch easily, because that's what retrogrades do with any planet.
Right.
And also the other goal is confronting your shadow qualities within you. So it's just a great time for, what's it called, introspection, when you're going in and you're looking at the past and you're thinking about how you can be more present in the moment, how you can be more creative, how you can tone down being impulsive or overbearing towards yourself and others. And that's what the retrograde is all about.
City Jones said, how is that energy going to be with Mercury retrograde coming up?
Well, so the Leo, Venus in Leo ends in 2 weeks. We're already in the shadow period for the Mercury retrograde. I believe that starts on the 25th. Well, no, it goes into Virgo. I'm not exactly sure the date that Mercury retrogrades. But the combination of the two, a retrograde in general, whatever planet it's in, it's about revisiting what was, right? So what did you do the months prior before that retrograde? That's why when Mercury goes retrograde, you don't want to sign contracts. You don't want to plan like huge trips unless absolutely necessary. You don't want to get into any type of contracts. You got to be careful with technology and communication.
Acting weird especially through relationships.
Yeah, so any retrograde is all about coming back to yourself and checking in with yourself. I'm gonna say that it's about checking in with yourself.
And it's not scary. It's not scary.
Right.
Retrogrades are not scary. They're just making you learn yourself more. For real, for real.
You can look at it like this. So you took the test when Mercury was direct, right? And then it goes retrograde. So now you get in the pop quiz. You get in the pop quiz, and the pop quiz is like, what did you learn from those tests? What are you applying now from those tests? And what's coming up now in this retrograde, in this pop quiz, that you learned from the test that happened, prior to the retrograde.
Right.
So many planets were retrograde in my chart. Yeah, that also can change the energy of the planets too. So when you're studying that, it's something to take into consideration. It's not necessarily a negative thing or positive. It's just what it is. So understanding that the retrogrades have a different energetic influence can really help with knowing that and going through different challenges and situations.
Yeah, and learning that energy. You gotta study your birth chart. Once you really get your birth chart, you can go on tarot.com, tarot.com, go to tarot.com, get a free one, and it's better to pay for it so you can really know your full chart and how your mind is. Like, it's really important to study your chart. It's going to come to this, and we telling y'all this now, like, it's going to come to a point when everybody is going to have to learn their birth chart. Watch, I'm telling you now, it's not a game. And I already see it through my chart. I see it through my Jupiter, my Saturn. That all the people that was making fun of me about learning my astrological birth chart is going to need me. It's going to be. They really need me now, but they too stubborn to hit me up. But I understand. It's all good. But we telling y'all this now, like, gotta study your chart. Gotta study your birth chart. Gotta know yourself. Don't get distracted. There's so many distractions out here from learning ourselves. I don't watch the news and none of that. Yeah,
so Mercury retrograde starts on August 23rd until September 15th.
You say that again?
Mercury retrograde starts August 23rd to September 15th.
So that's about to hit.
And we're already in the shadow period. The shadow period, from a lot of astrologers, from their perspective, the shadow period is actually more intense than the actual retrograde. Because it's like the build up of that retrograde actually happening. So a lot of astrologers believe those 2 weeks before and after are more important than the actual retrograde. Now, that's up to the person's, their perspective. For me, I know what it is. So when something happens, it's like, all right, it's Mercury retrograde. Like, that's why my laptop's not working. Instead of getting pissed and throwing your laptop at the wall, it's like little things like that. Someone getting on your nerves or something, understanding communication right now is not as clear. So being mindful of what's going on energetically, and also understanding that, any reactions that we choose to have is not anyone else's fault. It's all on us. Right. So remembering that is important.
So, like, if you're on the phone with somebody and they keep hanging up, and all that, that means that retrograde, that Mercury retrograde, communication is off. So it's okay. You can talk to them later. Don't make any...
And listen to your intuition. Like, if it keeps hanging up and your intuition is like, I shouldn't be talking to this person, follow that.
Yeah. Always go with your intuition. Go with your intuition.
Yeah.
For fellas, I know it's kind of hard for us to go with our intuition, but go with your intuition. That's your magic. That's your powers. You have to go with your intuition. It's your gut telling you not to do a certain thing or to do a certain thing. Go with your intuition. It's very important. and listen to a woman's intuition, of course, because their intuition is way more powerful than ours. Their emotions are way more powerful than ours, and we learn from a woman's emotions. Not get mad at them, get frustrated at them. You gotta learn from them. I'm not talking just to you. I'm talking to myself as well, because it's not easy. I know the fellas can. I know the fellas can relate to that. So if I have some interviews set up during retrograde, it's the best to reschedule. You got to go with your intuition.
Yeah, you got to go with your intuition. You can also look that up because there are certain days and certain times of days that are best for communication. Again, it doesn't mean don't do these things. You just have to take caution with that because that energy can be a little, it can get mixed up. And maybe you're aware, but the other person isn't aware.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where the confusion comes in.
Right. So if you feel like it's the time for you to do those, then do it. Like when Mars goes retrograde, I learned this when I had to go to the dentist. When Mars is retrograde, it's not a good time to go to the dentist because Mars, a lot of dentists have some type of placement with their Mars that has to do with their hands.
Oh, right.
And so going to the dentist during a Mars retrograde can be risky because of that kind of confusing energy. So I actually learned that when I was pregnant, and
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's so much to it.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's not just one or two things. It's a lot to every situation of astrology. So it's really learning a lot. Juice says, "Thank you for the information. My computer is going crazy. What's going on with your computer right now?"
See, we in that shadow period. And also sometimes...
That's exactly what you was talking about.
Yeah, and sometimes communication goes off because you getting the knowledge and the downloads. That's what happens. It's like a test.
Definitely a test.
Do I get off this stream or do I keep trying to listen and learn what I'm learning or engage or whatever? It's like, it's a test,
Everything is a test, for real, for real. Super test. Let me know if y'all got any more questions too. Like I got so much to tell about on how I got into astrology. It's so much. It's not that what I said earlier. It's so much more. Like I learned so much on so much sciences. It's heating up and the AC kicking and making it sound like an airplane. Oh wow. Yeah. I wouldn't try to do too much on that computer right now because Mercury is probably all up in there. Trying to tell you something. It's trying to give you maybe a lesson, or it's telling you something. It's giving you a message.
Yeah, maybe you've been too much screen time.
Yeah. Probably telling you have to do something else. And one thing is definitely we have to all learn ourselves. Super important.
I'm gonna ask you a question since no one's.
You gonna ask me a question?
I already know kind of, but I'm gonna ask you. What is your favorite planet to study?
Jupiter just popped in my head, so I would say Jupiter. It's so many.
It's so many. I don't want to say favorite, but I'm gonna say, which one do you feel like the most influenced by?
I'll say the moon. The moon, because the moon studies your emotions. The moon studies this is the most important thing, to study your emotions. Your emotions, man, because your emotions can take hold of you and you can make decisions when you're emotional and you don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. I did that before, making emotional decisions, and you don't want to do that. And I'm really talking to myself right now, as always.
Because emotions can change so quickly. It's like when you make a decision and emotions, it can change. And that's a challenge a lot for many women because we are emotional creatures. It's a lot of times Mel has to tell me, like, chill out, like, get your emotions in order. Because that's our natural tendency and our nature is to nurture, right? It's to nurture, to feed the emotions, and to give emotions. But that doesn't mean that we need to think that way because that's not the best and logical way or objective way to do it.
Right.
So everyone talks about their sun sign. I'm this sign, I'm that sign, but the moon is really the most important.
Yeah, the moon is like going into your bedroom. of the house. The rising sign is like the outside of the house, how the house look. You go inside the house, the living room. That's your ego, and then you go in somebody's bedroom, huh?
The sun.
Yeah, the ego. The ego is your sun, the sun sign. You're not just your sun sign. You go in the bedroom. That's your emotions, and everybody doesn't go in that bedroom.
Exactly.
Everybody doesn't get a chance to go in your bedroom. That's your emotions. That's how you break down emotion. Emotions, the natural instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationship with others. That's the definition of emotions. A lot of people are emotional. Dudes can be more emotional than women because they have a lot of feminine energy and they don't know how to control that. So they get really mad and want to beat somebody up because they're emotional and they have feminine energy and they don't even know it. And then women, they could be more masculine and logical and be thinking like a dude because they have more masculine energy. It's a lot of cross wires right now, like with our energy.
That's why it's good to know your chart, because you may feel like you're acting in a particular way, you feel a particular way that doesn't align with who you are. But if you look at your chart, you can see, like, if a man is super emotional, he reacts emotionally. You can look at the chart and maybe you'll see a lot of water is in the chart, and that explains why he's acting that way. But
Right.
he is who he is, so it's like harder for him to get out of that, because if that's his energetic setup, then that's just what it is.
Right.
When we talking about the moon, I just got first quarter moon in Scorpio. Just popped up.
Oh yes, moon is in
Scorpio
Scorpio.
moon.
Scorpio moon. So it's gonna be pretty sensitive. A lot of sensitive people out here right now.
We got
Scorpio
two
moon.
Scorpio moons up in here.
Scorpio moons love their mother. They're really attached to their mother. What else about Scorpio moon? Scorpio moon. See if I can find Scorpio moon.
Scorpio moons are very, very intuitive. They can read your emotions. They can read you even if you don't want them to. They can just look at you and they know what you're feeling, whether they want to or not.
Very manipulative.
The underworld is what Scorpio represents, so they can get beneath the physical of what's going on, and they can go under there and really feel and see what's going on.
Very passionate, intense energy.
Mm-hmm.
Intense.
They like to stare at you.
Transformational energy. They can change somebody's emotions just by being around them. They can change somebody's emotions. They can transform somebody's emotions just by being around them. Scorpio moon. If you have that placement.
And Scorpio's known as a detective, so think about when you put that with the moon, it's like a detective of emotions.
Right. Right. Knowing that is like, yo, they can read somebody's emotions like just by just looking at them, because all Scorpios have intense eyes. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I just did Scorpio rising video. I did a video on Scorpio rising. What was that?
Yesterday.
Day before? Oh, yesterday was.
I think it was yesterday.
I think it was yesterday. So yeah, if you go on my YouTube page, you can see that I have the placements all up on my YouTube, and I can show you how I break astrology down. I'm hungry right now, and that's why I'm stuttering. And I'm trying to watch the kids at the same time. They chilling right now. Moon is in Pisces.
That's a water moon. Right
Water
there.
moon.
It's just like Scorpio, very intuitive. You can feel other people's emotions and energy. You pick up on it. So that's another thing. Being around people can be a challenge when you have a moon placement like that, because you're picking up on the energy of everybody.
Yeah, when he feels heavy emotions, he wants to be alone and go to sleep. They don't want to be around that. They go sleep on somebody.
They love their necks. So it's like, instead of feeling them emotions, I'm gonna just have a drink and go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Or
don't overindulge.
Smoke some tree, go to sleep.
Don't overindulge that, because Pisces moon can really take it there. Try not to overindulge with that, because it can get really it can get rough.
Yeah, because Pisces don't want to be here anyway. So
Pisces energy does not want to be here. Shout out to the Pisces energy. Shout out Wavy. If Wavy's still here, Wavy. I think I saw City Jones say your solar return is coming up. Are you a Virgo? Let us know if you're still here. Shout out to the Virgo energy.
Did you do his chart?
I'm not sure.
I remember at one point he wanted it. I'm still here. I'm just processing all this info. It's a lot of info, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Shout out to the Virgo energy. I was picking up a lot of that energy at my old job. I'd end up sleeping on the way back home in the car. That's how it is when you got a Pisces moon. Like you pick up on so many emotions. Like you be like, oh man, I'm going to sleep. I'm like, I don't want to be around this. It's too much. It's heavy. Hold on, the kids are crying. Hold on, the kids are crying. You said that's crazy. Annoying. Her cry has been getting a little annoying lately.
Yeah, it's just
Cause it's like Oh, you gonna laugh at me, huh? Yeah, Juice. How did you handle that? Like, you ain't gonna sleep in the car, did you? I remember one time I was driving, I went to sleep. It was scary.
You say you went to sleep at work?
No, he said this week said I was picking up a lot of that energy at my old job. I'd end up sleeping on the way back home in the car. He said I napped for an hour because he was like catching all that energy. That's crazy how we said that.
It's very draining.
It's super draining to a Pisces.
And if
Pisces
you're not aware of it, it's like you just think you're tired, but you really getting drained.
Then I continued my drive. That's safe. That's a safe way to do it, Juice.
At least it's nice you can take naps. That is helpful. I would love to take some naps.
It's good that you know your moon. What is going on? What's the problem? Then you just eat something?
Well, I should say drink.
Oh, she gonna get on. I can put it up.
I'm a Virgo.
Shout out to the Virgo energy. The Virgo season started. I think just started. Hold on. I think either starts today or tomorrow. Shout out to the Virgo energy. Virgos. What can I say about Virgos? Virgo. You can put exclamation point Virgo in the chat if you want to know about that energy. Virgos are ruled by Mercury. When we were just talking about Mercury, sky getting dark. Virgos are ruled by Mercury. They love to communicate. They communicate very, very good. Hardworking, logical, of course, analytical, intellectual. Yes, they love it. And they can be really critical on themselves. Shout out to the Virgos. Virgos, don't be so critical on yourself. It's okay. Hey, Wavy, do you go in people's houses and have a white glove and see if they have dust everywhere? Virgos can find dirt anywhere. They are most Virgos are clean freaks. Kanye West. It didn't pop up the exclamation point Virgo.
Yeah, because every time
commands not working.
Updates, Cloud Bot, you have to turn Cloud Bot back on.
Wavy said, I never judge anyone, but I do have a standard for myself. Oh, we know that Virgo energy knows. We know the white glove. Juice said, I thought I saw him do that. I know. Hey, Wavy, I know you take care of yourself. I know you take care of your body. Do you eat clean? What do you eat? What's your diet? Do you eat clean? I'm sure you do. Virgos take care of their body. Virgos take care of their body.
Don't move my ish and not put it back. That's Virgo.
Yeah, they really.
Well, actually, it's don't touch it. And if you going to touch it, you need to ask. Isn't Pisces like that too?
Pisces.
Like, don't touch my stuff. I might be confusing that.
No, might be Aries. What are you fussing for? You sleepy? All the kids are sleepy, so they fussing. We've been on for an hour. Shout out everybody been chilling for an hour with us. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget you can still donate to the channel. You can donate to the Cash App right here. If you can, you can donate, or hit the GoFundMe link. We still want to do some reads if y'all want to do a reading. What? Why are you fussing? What is it? What do you want?
Go to sleep.
Okay, come here.
Siren.
What you want to see? That's what it is. Shout out City John. She had all the good questions. Y'all got some more questions y'all can ask too about us. Like, cause I come from Philly. And I was doing TV and radio at one point. I was doing both at the same time. It was really stressful. It was really stressful, but I loved the radio. I was doing radio. It came to a point it was really stressful. I was handling it, but I was alone. I was alone mentally, and it wasn't as easy as everybody would think it would be. Like handling that in a in a in that environment. Ravi said I have my streaks where I cheat, but I'm a very picky eater. I try to it said I try to eat new things and I have grew to find foods that work for me now. My mom has IBS, so I'm preparing my body now for a lean diet. Okay. Shout out to the Virgo. Virgos don't play around with their stomach. Virgos were by the stomach, right? The stomach area. I'm trying to remember. Don't. I got it somewhere. But yeah, I was in Philly. I was on TV and the radio at the same time. Everybody thought it was like, oh, you killing it. But I was kind of stressed out because I was going through a divorce, and that was like right when I started the TV, like 2016, and we did it all the way. We did it for 4 years. We was on TV. I was doing TV and radio at the same time, 4 years, and it was heavy on me. It was a lot. Why are you fussing at me?
Yeah, abdomen, digestive system, and spleen.
Spleen.
So yeah, you have to take extra care of those areas.
She just growled at me. Maybe she wants to bite. Was she just on?
Huh?
Wasn't she just on?
No. I gave her food.
Oh, I thought you just had her on.
No.
She just spit the...
I just realized you moved the screen.
Yeah, I had put it up. I thought she was on. Hold on, y'all. We doing the take care of the babies and live at the same time. Gotta keep an eye on you. Hold on. Let me know if y'all got any more questions too. Wavy, do you know your chart? You thirsty?
Yes, the cloud by it's off.
Why was it off?
Because anytime there's upgrades, it automatically does it.
Let's see if we can do that. Exclamation point. You said every time you're not on, what?
No, every time. Well, almost every time it upgrades, if you haven't been on for a while, you have to turn it back on.
Okay. Let's see if it works. Oh shit. Join to. Oh man, why is it doing that? I'm trying to see if I can do it. Oh, he said you didn't know your chat. Okay. Let us know if you want a reading right now. We can do it. We just need your birth time, birthplace, and birth date. See if that. Oh, okay, what happened? I was trying to put the Virgo energy in the chat. Let me see if I can refresh that. I'm trying to test it.
How come you don't use
I just did it. It's doing something weird.
Oh.
So if y'all got any more questions, let me know. Let's see. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, it's working. Okay. So that's Cloudbot.
Yeah.
I thought that
In
was
the
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs.com.
Oh, in the Streamlabs. Okay. City Jones still working?
More than likely. I don't think she stops working ever. She was texting me last night. It was like 2 o'clock East Coast time. Texting me about the raid, yeah. I was like, you gonna go to sleep?
Yo, shout out everybody in the raid too. Shout out everybody doing the raids. I think we got Retro tomorrow. Hopefully he can do it. We looking for a lot of DJs. If y'all know some DJs too, we reaching out to a lot of DJs to do the raid for us. I'll let you do it because I think I be fucking it up.
What?
When you say and doing the housing thing and all that.
Oh, so we just raising. It's a fundraiser for us to, get the housing we need. What our dream has always been is an RV. That's our choice of housing.
That's why I see the RV up here.
Yeah, that's our choice of housing. The RV. It's a house on wheels. You can take it. You can park it up. You can hook it up to water. You have electricity, a kitchen, beds, everything. It's a house on wheels.
We like to travel. We have a lot of Sagittarius energy.
And being confounded to contracts, leases, landlords, and all that, it's just a lot, especially with rent is going up like every day.
Basically, we don't like to deal with people.
Yeah, utilities going up. You got something broke, you gotta wait.
We can fix it.
To fix it, and it's just more reasonable, a more natural way of living.
Yeah, we love nature, so we want to be in nature. We like to travel. We have a lot of Sagittarius and Gemini energy. We like to travel.
Thank you for signing up, Wavy.
Shout out Wavy for the sign up.
What's going on?
Let us know when you going on. We want to.
We getting she getting them.
I want to do a chart on Wavy. I want to do Wavy's chart. I feel that traveling. Yes. You probably got some Sagittarius energy juice. See, a lot of people think when you're doing astrology, when it comes to astrology, that it's just your sun sign. It's like, I'm a Capricorn. You're not just a Capricorn. You have so much other energy. Like, you probably cannot like a certain sign, zodiac sign, and it's probably all up in your chart, and you got to learn from that. You got to learn that energy.
Yeah.
Like, it was at one point where it was like Geminis. I didn't really I don't know if I really talked about Geminis like that, but I do have a lot of Gemini energy. I have a lot of Scorpio energy. I have a lot of Libra energy. Libra, Scorpio, and Gemini energy. I have a lot of it. So I know a lot about Geminis, Scorpios, especially Scorpios, because I'm a Scorpio rising. I know a lot about Scorpio energy. Scorpios are transformational. They can change your life by just being around you and not even doing anything. I have a lot of Scorpio and Sag.
Yeah, Juice, you got a lot of Scorpio and Libra actually too.
Can I see
you
that?
need to get a reading so we can break this down for you because you got some strong. When we talk about the inner planets, so Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, those are the inner planets. So those are the planets that you feel the most, and those are the ones you want to look at. And Moon. Hey ZB, peace sis.
ZB, what's poppin'? How you feeling?
Those are the planets that are going to have the most effect. And then you have Uranus is a generational planet. So a lot of people born within a certain time frame, they're going to have that same Uranus placement. Neptune. Am I missing one?
I thought it's Uranus and Neptune.
Yeah. So Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus. When you look at the placement and the sign that those are in, those are going to have the most impact in your chart. Not saying the other ones don't matter. I'm just saying that because they are the closest to the Earth in the solar system, you're going to feel that energy more strongly. So those are the ones that we recommend to get a reading on.
Yeah.
So that you can get a little more universal look at your energy.
So tell me this in the chat. In the chat, or if you lurking, put in the chat put a zodiac that you really have a problem with. Put it in the chat and let us know. What's that? ZB, you still here? Let me know. I want to see if we can do a reading for you. ZB. ZB.
ZB. We got All Purpose on the list too.
Oh, we got All Purpose. Yes.
He didn't sign up yet, but he's on the list.
Oh, okay. Shout out All
I
Purpose.
believe he's already been. Someone reached out to him already.
ZB said Leos. You had a problem with Leos? What? You probably got a lot of ZB. You probably got a lot of Leo energy. Do we have our chart?
Yeah, she was supposed to get a reading.
ZB, you're supposed to get a reading. We gotta do a reading. Let us know if you want to do like just a little quick reading. I know you probably don't want to do a. We can't really do a big one right now. Just let us know if you want to do a quick reading.
Oh yeah, she got Moon. No wait, Pluto in the 5th house.
Oh, no, that's where the dark energy.
I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Pluto in the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that Pluto, she had to learn dark from that dark energy from Leo. I always have a problem with Leos and Aries. And Aries, what Aries energies does she have? Cause you probably see when you she don't have none. When she said Leo.
Or 1st house either.
No 1st house?
No, here you can zoom in on that.
No, that's cool. I can't really see it. I have a problem with Leos and Aries.
Sun square Pluto.
Oh, Sun square Pluto. Let me see. Sun square. Oh, Sun square Pluto. Okay.
Venus and Mars.
With Aries, either we are great or terrible. And ZB, you a Capricorn, right? Juice says Sagittarius. No in between. Okay.
Because her Mercury is in the 7th house. So when she says problems with Aries, the way that Aries goes about things and the way they communicate, that could be a reason why.
But what's the degree? Any degrees close to the 1st house or Aries?
No.
Capricorn, yep.
But that's why I said the Mercury's in the 7th house.
Okay.
And the Libra intercepts in the 5th house. So even though the Pluto is in Scorpio in the 5th house, it's still got that Libra energy.
Okay, so ZB, we see in your major aspects that you have Sun square Pluto. This is a really difficult placement. I don't want to talk about it online, but we can let you know. I have a video I put up on my YouTube about Sun square Pluto. I have that too. Sun square Pluto is a really tough placement, especially for women. It's really hard. It's not easy. ZB said, to be honest, I have many problems. I have problems with every sign. My own mother is a Capricorn, a day after mine, and we act nothing alike. Still, yeah, we gotta learn from all energies, but it's like in our chart we have certain zodiacs that's in our chart that we gotta learn from. Like I have a lot of Scorpio energy, and I had to learn from Scorpio energy. It's transformational. I had to change a lot, especially through my Uranus.
And your mom, she's a Capricorn, but it's so much more than just the sun sign. You have to see her whole chart to see how it fits with yours. Because like the way that she communicates and the way that you communicate, that may be the issue. You know, where her Mercury is, it just might not fit well with where your Mercury is. You know what I'm saying? 8th house sun.
8th house sun. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There it is. To the unemployment okay, that's the same thing. Yeah, my own mother is a Capricorn. Yeah, my mom is a Capricorn too. Oh, why are you scratching me? Stop. So we just getting off. We was just coming in the channel. We was doing readings. We're still taking donations. If you can donate to the Cash App right there, it's right there. The Cash App is right there. If you can donate to that or hit the GoFundMe or share the GoFundMe, please share it. We're doing a fundraiser right now. Shout out to everybody that's been. And I got something for you if you donate. Let me know if you donate. I got something for you. So if you learning about your energy, learning your birth chart, we can help you out with that. Wow, that was at the same time. So we got twins. If y'all see the babies, we got twins. They're not identical. ZB, let us know if you want. We could tell you about a certain something in your chart that you want to know about.
Yeah, like what is something that you tend to have questions about, or maybe you're trying to understand about your energy. Like, let's say maybe people stare at you all the time, and you're wondering like, what is about me that makes people stare at me? Because I used to think that, and I have a Mars in Scorpio, and that explains a lot.
All right, y'all can get that. Y'all have fun.
What's that saying?
I'm sorry.
Yes, babies everywhere. It's nice to be able to reflect through your chart on something that you've been thinking about for a while and you just couldn't explain. Yeah, they stare all the time. I feel like I'm misunderstood. And that a lot of that does have to do with that aspect that Malcolm was just talking about, Sun Square Pluto. That's a really, really challenging aspect. And when communicating with people, if you're not aware of that, it can be strong, especially for a woman. Let's see what your rising sign is. Gemini rising. Try to see. Pluto, Mars, Pisces, 10th house. So even though you're a Capricorn sun, your sun is in the 8th house. So like, when you were birthed, the sun was in a particular sign, and then it goes into a house. So it's placed into a house. The house is Scorpio, and Scorpio. I mean, people are afraid of Scorpio energy. Let's just keep it real. So even though you're a Capricorn, you still have Scorpio type energy going on through the way that you shine in your ego. So that could be a reason why people are staring at you. It's called an aspect. So at the time of your birth, the sun and Pluto was in a position in the sky where the energy was not agreeing with each other. It's the way that you transform and the way that your personality, Sun Square Pluto is, your personality pretty much beefing with the way that you transform, and it also can affect like your communication with people, your temperament, and things of that nature. I'm not sure if that's something you really want us to go into detail on here,
because it's deep.
It's a really deep, hard placement. As Malk said, he has this placement, and like studying it with him, like I got a lot of empathy for him because that is
our minds can go in a really dark place.
Yeah. And as a woman being emotional, it just makes it more intense because you're not always able to think logically because you have a feminine energy that wants to be in the feelings and not seeing things logically. So arguing with people because you feel some type of way, but not thinking logically about the situation, putting the feelings before the actual situation. She said you can go for it.
All right, so I'm gonna read my notes that I study from because I have this placement. And I have to read it from time to time so I can understand where the energy come from. Because we could be chilling and just thinking something's bad's going to happen. Like I could be just chilling and think something like about to pop off, and I'm like, oh, I got to get ready for it. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. And that's how our mind be going because that Sun Square Pluto is really deep. It's a really tough placement. So I'm gonna read this.
It's $1 million gem that you getting right here, ZB, for real. Know this information is like,
this is the one right here, ZB. Like, yeah, it can go deep. She said, "Oh my God, yes."
You might want to bring AP in so you can hear it too.
Shout out all purpose. Hold on, let me go up. All right, so I'm gonna just read this one note that I have that I usually study. So this is Sun Square Pluto. Has an unsettling effect on personal relationships because of your intense nature. Ego conflicts are likely because you like to be in control of situations. When you feel like you are not in control, your level of agitation rises, which results in others feeling threatened. Most often, you will have these battles for control with other powerful people and authority figures. That was one of my things too. Like I always was fighting with authority when I was had a job. I was like always arguing with my bosses and all that because I I ain't care. Like I don't even care. Like I was like I'm in charge. I don't care if you in charge, and that's how it was. And I was always arguing with authority. It's Sun squared Pluto. To achieve more harmony in relationship requires a major transformation in your behavior. Excuse me. Hold on. But the incessant battles you experience are just the thing to force you to evolve to a higher level of consciousness. It is a very difficult, it is very difficult, but you can learn to let some things go. What's going on? Hold on.
And this also, you said something about people staring at you. This aspect can bring, like, I don't know how to say it, like a certain shape to the eyes. I don't really know. It's like an energy about the eyes. I don't really know how to explain.
It's a real intense. It's really intense. I'm sure you have really intense eyes, ZB. What's her rising?
Gemini.
Oh, she a Gemini, right? Oh, wow. Okay. So, what I just said, it is very difficult, but you can learn to let things go without having to probe and control and dominate. Like we want to dominate our whole environment. Like if anything comes in our environment, we want to dominate it. Like we want things to go our way. That's how that Sun square Pluto works. It's like we want to have control over everything. Until this transformation to a more relaxed attitude, you must experience some crisis or journeys into the underworld, the darker side of life. Fascinations or fear of dark death or losing control are just some areas you may touch on. Living out secret taboos with your sex life, the occult, or addiction may expose you to danger, what but will add to your life experience and promote the transformation. This is the biggest thing about this placement is transformation. Like you gotta change with this. The sun is basically changing you. It's like, let me keep reading. Sacrificing you need to control others and situations can be a rebirth and resurrection from the death of pain and suffering is an attribute of hard Sun square aspects. But you need not to sacrifice success in life. You can channel your intensity into determination and hard work. That's why probably one reason why ZB works so hard. Being ambitious while remaining less concerned with competition will actually lead to a position of power and authority, the very thing that causes problems in the beginning. Like we go at it with authority, but you're going to wind up being in a position where you are authority, and it's like people are going to be challenging you, because you're going to be probably the leader or in charge of something, and they're going to be challenging you. She said, yo, this is crazy. I always say I have to learn the hardest way. Yeah, ZB. I understand because this placement, like I got it. So I learned that when a female has Sun square Pluto, it's really hard for her. It's like she can go through a lot of transformational, like mind-boggling experiences, and it can be really rough. But the best way I can tell you to deal with this is to really keep reading it, look it up, do a lot of research on Sun square Pluto. Do a lot of research on this because it can get super duper hard. Like you can just be chilling, like I said, and you just be thinking about some crazy shit gonna pop off. And people like want to test you and shit. You be wanting to fuck them up, like because that's how your energy pops off, and that's how Sun square Pluto is. It's like a pop off, like what pussy, like I'll fuck you up. That's how it is, and it's like it can get real deep. It can get real hood.
Yeah, I remember one time you said something about you was about to fight in the Wendy's drive-thru or something like that.
Yeah, it was
I think.
yeah, like,
or something like
somebody
that.
was testing me, like they was
No,
testing my
ZB.
kindness.
ZB
Oh,
said
ZB
that.
said it. I was about
She
to
was
say
in some drive-thru and she was
See, I
like,
was
she
in
about
the
to get out of the
drive-thru.
car. Oh, see? Same story.
It's like the same situation. Like it can get really rough. Like having this, a lot of people got this placement, they don't even know it, and that's why they be going through all this stuff, and they probably wind up going to jail and all that because they don't know how to control this position. Like it's really rough. It's a rough transit, especially for a female. I'm gonna keep saying that it's really rough. I
And it,
knew a lot of women that had this, and they was like really going through it, like, and they was like thinking they was crazy.
and the sun is the brightest in the sky, and then Pluto is the
The
darkest.
darkest.
So it's like the brightness, the light, and the darkness going
Going
they
at it.
beefing, pretty much.
They beefing.
They not getting along.
It's
They
the
both
bright-
want
the bright-
control.
Yeah, the bright light is fighting the darkness, and it's like, whoa, it's like it's heavy, super deep, man. Let me tell you, some Twitch fam is my witness. I will go on. I know it. I know it because being having this placement for a female, like y'all don't be playing no games. Like what pussy? Like what? You'll go off. Like you don't want me dealing with that shit. Cause you feel it. Like don't test my kindness for weakness. Like I'll fuck you up on some type shit. That's how it is. So I got so much more on this. I got a video on this too, ZB. If you want to keep studying space, because I know how rough it can get. Like I got a video for this, and I put up on YouTube. I'm not sure if I have it in my bio, but we could put the link up for it on my YouTube, and you can just watch this video and try to watch it over and so you can know it, because having this placement is really dark. It's a red flag, especially for females. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's hard. It's rough.
And knowing that you have this can help you kind of control the desire to go off on people.
Yeah, you know exactly where it's coming from. That's why I say study it, because you know exactly where it's coming from, and you can know like, oh shit, my sun square Pluto popping off. Let me calm down. Like I don't even want to go there. Like let me not go there. I know what this is. Let me read it and calm down and really have like some time with myself and understand like I'm cool. Like they just trying to get to me. That's my sun square Pluto. That's me projecting this. That's you.
Yeah. I'm putting the link in for the video that.
Okay. Oh,
Mouth did.
okay.
I'm a whisper it to you too, just in case.
Yeah, because this is rough. Let me know if you're still there, ZB, because Sun Square. You want me to read that? Oh no, I thought
I
you.
was doing talk to text.
Okay.
And it said Sun Square Beetle.
Sun fighting the darkness. Pluto is the darkest planet. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and that's why Scorpios get so much they get a lot of like backlash, or they say they the highest zodiac because they the darkest zodiac, and they transform anybody around them. They transform them. That's why Scorpio is popping off like that, because everybody know a Scorpio. I'm sure everybody in this chat, everybody in this channel right now, they know a Scorpio. Like I know a Scorpio because they probably did something to change their life. Scorpios are transformational. Remember that, and they're ruled by the genitals. A lot of these zodiacs are ruled by like planets or a certain part of your body. So ZB, if you got any more questions on it, let me know. Got any more questions on that? Anybody in the chat, if y'all here, let me know if y'all got any more questions on this astrology period. I want to know yourself, because we about to jump off in a minute because we getting hungry and my battery is getting low. And don't forget, please donate to the GoFundMe or the Cash App right here. Please donate. Take a donations if you can. And I got something for you if you donate. Let me know if you donate. I got something for you.
Thank you to Shalila for your donation. Thank you, Shalila, for your donation.
Did we say
on
your
our
name right?
GoFundMe.
Let me know if you said your name right. And whisper me if you whisper me if you got my, just whisper me or DM me. I got something for you. If you're still here, thanks for the donation. Appreciate that. I don't want to say her name right.
Sis. I think I'm saying that right. Shalila.
Shalila, are you there?
Are you there?
Sorry.
I'm pretty good with pronouncing names.
No,
but,
you are. That's why I always ask you. I
But
don't know how to say
sometimes I'm a little off.
ZB.
John, since you're in the chat, who's up next on the raid? Is it Chris 11? No, it'll be Retro, right?
Retro tomorrow. Shout out Retro. Shout out DJ Prodigy. He went in yesterday.
Yeah, we had a good time yesterday.
Shout out Big Al. Big Al went in yesterday, and it was two good streams, and we got a lot of people donate, and we really thank y'all. We need the donations. We appreciate y'all. I need to look into the Sun Square Pluto more major gems I got, y'all.
Thank you for signing up.
Appreciate you, ZB. Glad you can listen to this because it can get rough. Yes, Retro tomorrow on. So Retro's on tomorrow. If you can follow Retro Recap, can you put his Retro Recap and follow Wavy Y. He's here. Shout out Wavy. Please follow these two streamers. They're going to be on the raid tomorrow. You can see above our head it says "Help a Family in Need of Housing," and hit the GoFundMe. We are Black RVers. Once we get this RV, we're gonna be sharing all our experience with y'all and how we live in nature. We're gonna be killing it. It's gonna be a great one.
We're taking you on a journey with us.
Yeah, I was about to hit that.
So Retro's on tomorrow. Wavy Y and Juice are on Wednesday. The Gamer's taking over. Well, Wavy does do music as well.
Shout out Wavy.
So I'm not sure what we're gonna get, if we're gonna get music or gaming or both, but we're looking forward to all of it.
Shout out everybody on the raid, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out everybody donating. Let me know if you donate. I have something for you. Yes, but
okay.
Okay.
Did you put ass in the chat, Juice?
No, he just put those things because I was trying to hit it and I didn't know what it was. Because I was not doing anything. Nervous smile. Juice, why you put nervous smile?
Nervous. And then City John, she gonna hop on at some point, and that's gonna be a vibe right there.
Hey ZB, when you gonna start? Shout out Juice. Hey ZB, are you gonna ever stream? Shout out All Purpose. We trying to get them on the raid, man. Can you let All Purpose know? Can you let All Purpose know that we trying to get him on the raid so we can get so we can let him do these I don't even know how to say it. I'm tripping. We just want All Purpose on the raid. I like to watch All Purpose spin because he's a good DJ. He's a great DJ.
And I believe someone has already contacted him. Correct me if I'm wrong, City. Yeah, mangle it.
It's still not bright enough.
And also, you can follow us on Instagram and YouTube. Official Written in the Stars.
Right, it's in the bio. Everything's in the bio right now.
It's Official Written in the Stars.
Yeah.
Make sure you type it Official Written in the Stars so you can see us. We're going to be putting stuff on there. You know, we got a lot going on, so we're not updating every day right now, but just stay tuned. It's coming. Okay. We got some stuff on there.
Okay, Sid John.
Looking at RVs.
Yeah.
Went to the RV show.
Yeah, we got a couple videos up. Looking at RVs. I mean, I'm going to be whipping that thing. Watch. Because I know how to drive. I'm a great driver. I got Gemini hands. Mars in the third house.
And I'm sure you're going to love recording me doing something. Driving or parking.
Oh, yeah. I want to see this. I definitely want to.
Nervous. You talking about nervous smile.
That's funny, nervous smile. City John says Sister Boom said she would contact him. Wasn't sure if he was still on vacay. Okay. Shout out All Purpose. Shout out Booms too. Shout out
Yeah,
Booms. I
Booms.
can't forget Booms. I'm sorry, Booms, if you are in the room. Shout out Booms. If she does see this. Shout out City John. Shout out Prodigy yesterday. Big Al.
Lex
Everybody.
Diamonds.
Yes, Lex Diamonds helping out. We appreciate everybody trying to get these donations, man. We're gonna be making this happen. It's gonna be a big deal. It's a big deal right now. Oh wow. I love how you broke that down about the hands and the third house of Mars. Yes. Oh yeah, Roz. Shout out Roz. Roz gonna be helping too?
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Shout out
I was
Rozzy.
about to say that.
We got so many helpers, man. We appreciate everybody helping us, man. We're not gonna let y'all down, man. We're gonna make this happen.
Yes.
It's a great one right now. It's gonna be a great one. Shout out Rise. The hands. If you're really good with your hands, like I'm really good with my hands, like the DJ and all that. Um, I have a Mars in the third house. Gemini energy is really good with the hands. Gemini is ruled by the arms, the two, everything that we have double on. The eyes, nose, ears. Communication. Gemini is really good with communication.
Love you too.
No, City John, we love you. Appreciate you. Everybody's
Bestest.
helping. We appreciate everybody, all the help. But we about to get off, and I think we about to get off because
Yeah, I'm hungry.
we're getting a little hungry. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Shout out everybody that's donating. Please let me know if you donate. Please let me know, and you can hit the Cash App. The Cash App is right here. Please let me know when you donate. Hit me on the whisper. I got something for you. Shout out everybody. We appreciate y'all coming through, and we're gonna try to keep these going for y'all and let y'all know where we at. All right, appreciate y'all. Say John, appreciate you. Juice, Wavy Y, ZB. Please get in contact with All Purpose. Shout out everybody that came through, man. Appreciate y'all.
Shalila with the donation
Yes,
on the low.
shout out Shalila with the donation. Hit me on the whisper if you're still here. I got something for you. And I'm gonna be back. When I come back streaming. It's gonna be a big deal. Just watch. Shout out everybody to just be with us and rocking out with us, man. The whole Twitch streams, the whole Twitch fam. Appreciate y'all. We gone. Probably hear some babies in the back crying. Like, when you hear them? We gone. Peace.